Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook friends, family. I want you to know that you can be enriched and enlightened. And life is about teaching you life lessons. It's about teaching you what you need to know. It's about loving you. It's about helping you grow. It's about making you better than you ever been before. It's about taking you to new heights, new depths. It's about bringing you into the blessed place of wholeness. And so today we're going to talk about a good subject. We're going to talk about a subject that I want you to understand, and it's about wealth. And I know when people hear wealth, they get excited. They think I'm talking about riches and money, and they think I'm talking about jewelry and cars and houses. But let me tell you something good morning, everyone. Let me tell you something that it is not. When we talk about wealth, wealth has been taken and westernized so much. And when people talk about wealth, we get excited. We think about cash flow. But the word wealth is an old English word that comes from well, and then it takes the word health, and you put the word well and health together, and you get wealth. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe that you're wealthy? Are you wealthy in every aspect of your life? There's a scripture in the 3rd chapter of John. It says, I want you to prosper even as your soul prosper. If you find that there are areas of your life that you are not wealthy in, it's because you don't realize that you don't know the worth of that area. Some of us, our wealth in different areas is low. If I ask for you to exchange your wealth in your family and your friendships, what would it be worth to you? What wealth would come out of that? Do you not realize that your surroundings tell you how wealthy you are? Your relationships tell you how wealthy you are. The people that surround you tell you how wealthy you are. This is the thing that I believe the Bible is trying to teach us. It's trying to teach us about inward and outward wealth. When people can go to you and they see the wealth in your family, your friendships, your job, your business, your economics. I'm talking about deeper than just money. Because, listen, watch this. This is a big one. You can be rich and not be wealthy. You can have all the money in the world and not be wealthy. You can be a miserable person with a lot of money. Listen, I know we all want money because I want money. I need money. Money makes the world go round. But what happens is we interchange wealth for riches and get confused. This is not about being rich. It's about being wealthy. It's about being somebody that people can go to and pull out of you wealth of knowledge, wealth of insight, wealth of life. If I come to you and I need advice about life, are you wealthy, full of life? That I can pull something out of you, and look what it does. It encourages, it strengthens my soul. It makes me greater. When I leave your presence, I feel better than I feel better than when I first met you. If I come to your presence and I feel less than when I leave, there's some wealth missing in your life. You need to do some soul searching. You need to do some soul welling. My God, you need to dig some wells of your soul and start to deposit some richness. Now I'm talking about richness of life. I'm talking about richness of friendship, of family. You need to know that your wealth is not about your resources and your money. Do you know black culture? We were so wealthy in our culture that people looked at our culture and were amazed that even during slavery and even during the civil rights movement, even during segregation, we were a strong people. Why? Because we knew our wealth was not in what we had, but in what was surrounding us. We knew it was in our mothers and our fathers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers. We knew it was in our song, it was in our dance, it was in our culture, it was in our food. Listen to this, people. Wealth is so great that is coveted by rich people. There are people that look at you right now and you wonder why they're envious of you. It's not because you got the best clothes. It's not because you got the best house. Not because you got the best thing. There's something about you that exudes a wealthiness, a regalness. Let me say this. It's regalness. You're regal. Woo. You look like $1,000,000, but you got 2 pennies in your pocket. How? And look, some people can't stand that you will not look like what you're going through. Oh, that's a word for somebody. Some people don't like you, don't look like you what you're going through. Some people will look you look busted, broke, and disgusted. But because you're wealthy, because of the wealth that your grandmama gave you, your mama gave you, your daddy gave you, your aunts and your uncles gave you, there's a wealth of greatness inside of you. You will not allow the situation to make you look broke, busted, or disgusted. Matter of fact, when you step out of your house, baby, you look made up. You look ready for the world. You ready to take on the world. You tell people, I will not allow what I'm going through to make me look bad. Matter of fact, when you see me, my smile is not fake. My smile is telling you that there are 423 people behind me, my ancestors, who are telling me to go on, see my life, to be determined to be successful. Woo! I feel the state this morning. When you are wealthy, when you know your wealth, when you know your purpose, when you know who you are, you realize that I don't need a lot of money to make me happy. I don't need a lot of things to make my life going. Some of the most wealthiest people are those who know, who have understood the meaning of life and are able to share. Look at Gandhi. Look at Nelson Mandela. Look at these people who understood the meaning of life, who got a chance and who sat down and who figured out. Listen, Nelson Mandela was in jail for 27 years for an apartheid. And when he got out of jail, they asked him, well, you bitter towards the people who put you in here? His response was, if I never found the jail, I never found the man. Woo! Sometimes, did you listen to this, y'all? Sometimes the situation you're going through is shaping you into to be the greater woman and man you called to be. Don't get frustrated by what you're going through, because it's been called to shape you into greatness. Listen, watch this, y'all. Sometimes you got to have a little poop to make something grow. You got to have a little stuff, a little stunk, a little stink to make some stuff grow. Watch this. Stink make people pay attention. Stink make people look and say, what's that? Where is that smell coming from? What you don't realize, baby, is that God's growing something in my garden. And it takes some stinking stuff to grow some stuff great in my garden. And it might stink right now, but when it's done, there's gonna be some flowers, some trees, there's gonna be some blossoms in my garden that wasn't there before. There's gonna be some things that I didn't see and didn't know, but they're gonna grow and make me great. Listen, I'm talking to you today. What you're going through, you are wealthy enough to make it through. Call on your ancestors. Call on your mama's strength. Call on your daddy's strength. Call on your auntie's strength. Call that strength up in you. Call up. Your last name means something. Your last name is not just a surname that your slave master gave you. That last name got a person attached to it that was a trailblazer, was a freedom fighter, was a champion, was a winner. They didn't take no stuff. Your name, woo! Your name says that you're wealthy. Your name says that you're great. Your name says, ain't no way in the world I'm going down on this one. Your name says, ain't no way in the world that I'm gonna lay down and take this one this time. Matter of fact, I know who I am. I know where I come from. Woo! Hallelujah! I know what I'm about. And see, when you know your wealth, you know you're worthy. You know that every time when people start checking you out, you know you don't know my worth. You must not know the things I'm connected to. You must not know where I came from and what I'm coming from. You must not know my bloodline. And let me encourage some of y'all, if you don't know your bloodline, hook up to Jesus' bloodline. That's a bloodline that's eternal, that's strong, that's worthy. It's hooked up to your Father, God. And guess what? When you hook up with that bloodline, the Bible tells me there is nothing too hard for God. There's nothing that can defeat you. There's nothing that can take you down. Do you know you're worthy? Do you know you're wealthy? Woo, do you know that you're jeweled in many precious jewels of your life? Do you know there are jewels of precious things dripping from your neck? Do you realize when you step into a room, people don't see your adversity. They see what you came through. They see your championness. You are a champion. Some of you ought to just stand there and put your arms up and know that you're a champion. You are a champion. Woo! The next time somebody call your name, you ought to recognize they're calling the champion in you. They're calling the greatness in you. They're calling the warrior in you. They're calling the queen in you. They're calling the king in you. They're calling the priest in you. They're calling the prince in you. You ought to know the next time somebody see you, they're not seeing how you fell down. They're seeing how you got up. Woo! Y'all are feeling this thing this morning. Because I know I'm wealthy. Because I know I'm wealthy. I know that the wealth that was instilled in me from my birth to my manhood, it is great wealth that's up inside of me. And so I might not have all the money I want. I might not have the cars that I want, and I might not have the clothes that I want. But the one thing I do have, I got some self-worth, baby. I know, good God in heaven, who I am. And when you know who you are, you don't take no stuff. People back up from you. You walk with such great, tremendous power. You walk with such great, tremendous strength that you make people intimidated just when you walk into a room. Man, I'm excited about this thing today. Listen, let me tell you something. You got to know that you are wealthy. You are wealthy. I'm telling you, some of you guys, I'm not going to leave out my white people either. I see greatness in you too. I see wealth in you as well. But I'm telling you, sometimes you just see greatness. You just see kingship. We forget that we're connected to some great warriors, some great kings, some great queens. And those strengths sometimes have to come up in us. Oh my God, I'm telling you. Ooh. But I want you to be blessed today, and I want you to know you are wealthy. Your wealth is not determined by your house, your clothes, your cars, your bank accounts. Let me say this, and I'm almost done. You know, the world wants us to be jesters and wants to be clowns because clowns make you laugh. Clowns are unthreatening. We have clowns in our music, clowns in our politics, clowns in our churches, clowns in our homes. But the day we realize that we got king and queens inside of us, it's a day I'm not going to make you laugh no more. I'm getting ready to take some things that belong to me. I'm getting ready to make you know that I'm a ruler. I'm not to be ruled over, but I'm a ruler. Black people, my people. We made them laugh long enough. Now we need to let them know that we know who we are. We are royal kings and queens that have lineage, that have been connected to great people. And they're making us great. Good God, y'all, I feel this thing today. You're wealthy. You are wealthy. You're wealthy. You're dripping with the jewels of your ancestors. You're dripping with the jewels of your grandmama and your grandfathers. Let those jewels shine on you today. And let them take you into greatness. This is the last moment that you're going to be mediocre and mediocre. I speak royalty in your life. Woo! Shine on, my diamond. Shine on, my gold. Shine on, my princes and my princesses. Shine on, my kings and our queens. We're going to rule this world. We're going to rule this place. We're going to rule this world. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. I love all of you this morning, and I want you to know you are wealthy. Good God. Listen, some devils in some corners, some devils in your life, somebody they don't recognize today that you're worthy and you're wealthy. So I want you to do me a favor. Put on something real good. Put on something, make you look real good, and just stand there and say, I'm wealthy. All right, now listen. I want you to send me some topics that you guys want me to talk about on this broadcast. It can be anything. What you want to talk about, what you want me to touch on, what you want me to speak on. Because guess what? We're in this thing together. I don't always have all the ideas. You got some ideas you want me to say. I'm opening this up to you. Inbox me what you want me to talk about from week to week. And I promise you, if I don't get to your topic this week, I'll get to it next week. Because I'm here for you and you here for me. And I love you. I got you, Edwin, relationships. I got you. We will talk about relationships next week. So until next Sunday, be enriched, be enlightened, and more than all today, be wealthy. I love you. God bless you all.